Hi everybody. Welcome to Attend Gate classes. Okay, so I'm Dheeraj, and today we are going to do a general aptitude questions, which was recently asked in ISRO 2024 in mechanical stream. Okay, so welcome everyone. This session is going to be on ISRO 2024 aptitude sessions. Okay, by me. For mechanical engineering question paper, right? So we will directly jump to the question. There was around 10 question, right? You can say 15 questions. So we'll solve them one by one, 10 to 15 question, and we will see how we have to approach it, right? So please join the session so that we can start it. Yes, and you guys also have to answer, and you can match your answer key whatever you have done, right? So hopefully everybody might have done well. So let us start with the first question. So this question was you can see the question here. You are a retail clerk who typically works Monday through Friday. Okay, you arrive at a work and notice the new schedule is posted, right? Okay, and your manager has given you a Saturday shift, right? It happens to be your son's birthday on Saturday, right? And you have a party planned already. What is the most appropriate answer response here, right? So this question is a kind of a case study here. Suppose you're working somewhere and your working days are, working days are what from Monday to Friday, okay? But when you arrive at your workplace, so your manager has given you some new shift, okay, like you have to also come on Saturday. But on Saturday there was a, there is a, there is your son's birthday, right, on Saturday. So and you have already planned some party, right? So which option is going to be correct here? You see here, what is the most appropriate response? And this question is direct. If you read the option, you can get the answer, okay? uh, so you see here option A is given as speak with your manager and explain you have a birthday party planned for your son on Saturday and ask if they can find someone else or if you can find someone to cover your shift, right? Option B is ask your coworker if they can cover your shift because you have a birthday party. So this is not correct, okay? Because if there are three people working in the same project, suppose, so you don't have to ask any permission to your co-workers. You have to ask permission to your manager, right? So this option cannot be correct. This option is, there is a possibility. Let us try other options. So pretend like you did not see the schedule since you always work Monday to Friday and do not show up on Sunday. This is wrong, okay? And do not say anything to anyone and plan on calling in sick on Saturday, right? So these kind of options, if you have chosen, means there is a problem, right? Yes, Devi Khanna, yes. So option A is correct here. Okay. So this question demands a simple problems. You can say common sense. You can answer the question. Few people might go like this. Let us ask to our friend. Okay, and he can join the shift. Yeah. But this is the correct way of going ahead. If you're working in some good companies, right? So I believe this is fine for all. And let us move ahead and try next question. So question here says that question number this 82 question, right? So can we go through the question here, guys? Yeah. What is this question says? Fact 1 is given, picture can tell a story, and fact 2 says all story books have pictures, right? And fact 3 says some story books have words, right? So if the first three sentence statements are facts, which of the following statement must be also fact? Okay, so let us see the statement here. So here statements are given like pictures can tell a better story better than the word can, okay? So these kind of thing are not shown here. I mean, nothing is written, okay? So this cannot be the correct, okay? Picture can tell a story better than a word can. This is this thought comes, according to us, right? But answers has to be given, answer has to be given according to the given fact, okay? Yeah, we know that picture gives us, talks about better stories, right? Better than the word. But this is not correct. So option A will not be correct. The stories in story books are very simple, okay? Nothing is given here, right? Whether the stories are simple or complicated, whatever. So this option is also gone, right? Because this cannot be correct here. Now some storybooks have both words and pictures. So this guy can be correct here, right? So the option C will be the correct choice for this. Devesh, have you gone through this question, and what was your option, right? So according to me, the option C is going to be correct here, right? So if the first, okay, because in this case you can say some storybooks have words, okay, some all storybooks have pictures, right? So according to these given facts, you can say that option C can be the correct answer, right? Let us move to next question. Yes. So most of the questions are just kind of paragraph. Okay, so this question is again given. Statement is given here. Exporter in the capital are alleging, okay, that the commercial banks are violating a Reserve Bank of India directive to operate a post shipment export credit denominated in foreign currency at international rates from January this year, right? So this is a statement given, and these are the course of action. Okay, course of actions are given, right? The officers concerned in the commercial banks are to be suspended. RBI should be asked to stop giving such directive to commercial banks. Okay, so which option has to be correct here? Option A, only one follows. Option two, okay, so nowhere it is mentioned that. I mean, if this kind of situation is there, like exporter in the capital are alleging that the commercial banks are violating. See, remember always, without proper investigation, right? The officer concerned is in the commercial bank cannot be suspended. Okay, nobody can directly suspend you. Okay, that you have to keep in mind always. Okay, so first option can never be correct here, guys. Okay, and what is the reason behind that? That you know, right? Because it is directly written what key the concerned people has to be suspended. Okay, that is directly wrong. Okay, so I believe this is fine. So option, if somebody has gone for option A, that is wrong. Okay. Now can we move ahead and take next next option, next statement, course of action, whether it is correct or not, guys? Tell me fast. Yes. So this is a question number 20. You can say 23 here. Sorry, 83, right? Yes. So please tell me which option can be correct here. Yeah. Because according to me, the first option can never be correct. Okay, so whatever options are getting eliminated, okay, you can directly remove them. Okay, whatever options are, okay, so you see here the officers concerned in the commercial banks are to be suspended. So this is directly wrong. Okay, and yeah, so because this can be kind of a drastic step, and okay, this is okay, so this can never be correct here. I mean, this will never be correct. Okay, only one follow. Yes. So you guys have given which option, right? And next is the RBI should be asked to stop giving such directive to commercial banks. This is also not correct option, right? Okay. So this course of action questions the directive itself. Okay. So it may be more appropriate to address the issue by assuring what the banks comply, okay, with the existing directive rather than suggesting the withdrawal of the directive, right? So this is wrong also. So option D can be correct for this question, right? So according to me, 83 will be correct. Okay, so you can also check. Okay, if you go through this, and you can get neither one nor second follows, right? So this was a pure you can say that a reading based question, kind of reading comprehension. Let us take this question. There are 8 friends, PQRST VW. Okay. This is the question from reasoning, you can say, right? So I think people can try this question and solve it. What is the question? 8 friends, PQRSTW and by are sitting around a square table. Out of 8, 4. See, the moment you are reading the question, you keep noting down also, right? So that is, they have said that this is going to be a square table. Out of 8, 4 persons are sitting at the corner, right? Suppose this is a square table kind of thing, and 4 person has to sit here, right? 4 person has to sit here, and 4 person has to sit here. Okay, you can say that the other 4 are sitting at the midpoint of the each of the table, right? So they are, 4 is sitting here, okay, and 4 are sitting here. Understand? A person at the corner facing the center. So somebody is sitting here, so they will be facing the center like this. Okay, that you have to understand. Okay, and the person who are sitting at the midpoint of the side are facing outside. S is third to the right of P and P is facing the center. So this is a question pure based on reasoning, guys. Okay. It depends upon you which option you have chosen, right? So S is third to the right of P, P is facing to the center, and these are the stories given. Okay, Bi is not sitting beside P or S. Okay, T is third to the right of S. Okay, so can we, yeah, can you tell me which option you have chosen? How many people are there between T and Q you have to find? Okay, so options are 1, 2, 3, and yes. So please try this question, guys, and let me know what option you guys have chosen. Accordingly, I will go ahead, right, and how you have gone through. Okay, so because I will show you how I'm gonna solve this, right. So it can be kind of a lengthy question, right, because yes, this question can be little lengthier because you see it is having 10 statements and then you have to make up. Okay, this is kind of a puzzle question, right? Yeah. So which option is correct here? So what we can do here is let us analyze the given information. So out of it, four persons are sitting, right? So you can say that there are four persons and they are sitting here. Okay. Yes. What we can do here is there are four persons. Let me check the options as well, guys. Actual, yes, 1, 2, 3, and none. Okay, so here suppose this is nothing but four persons are sitting here in the corner. Okay, and four persons are sitting here, right? Okay, so you have to plan here ki which of, because this question is quite lengthy, so you can also skip this question in the examination, right? Because sometimes what happens, the lengthy question can be removed. Yes. Yes. So what we can do here is, let me make the situation here. So PQRST are there. Okay. So person at the corner facing center, while person at the midpoint of the side are facing outside. S is third to the right of P and P is facing the center, right? Okay. So matlab P is where? P is going to sit in the, you can say, kind of corner here. Okay. Remember that. And then Bi is not sitting besides P and S, okay, and T is third to the right of R. R is not sitting at the midpoint of, okay. So I think this is this question is slightly bigger one. What we will do here is we will take this question at the end because this question needs little bit of more understanding. Okay, so we will plan this question to solve at the end, okay, of the session. Uh, Fine. So let us go through this question first because question which can be done very quickly we will solve first. Okay. Yes. Uh, yeah. So which option replaces the question mark here? Okay. So this is very simple question. You see there are dots here, three dots, two dots here, and two dots, one dot here, right? And they have put one mirror here. I think you guys can take a look here. Okay. So one line is put here. So here only one dot is left, right? So no dot is here. Okay. So in this case, if there are one dot, right? So two dot. Okay. So here three dot, right? Now what will be here? What can be the question mark here? That is what you have to choose, right? So the pattern which you have to follow is what? Which pattern has to be fitting here, right? So you see you have to choose basically here two. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4 options. Yeah. So Devesh Khanna, can you tell me which option you have chosen for this question? Hmm. So how many of you gone for one? Because same pattern is going to get repeated because this is the last year, this is the last year. Okay, so option A, I mean, this figure has to be fitting here because there will be three dot, then two dot, then two dot one, right? And then last is one and nothing is there, so option A can be correct here. Okay, so this is a visual, you can say non-verbal kind of thing. Okay, so this is this question can be done in very less time. Okay, so this will be the answer. Option A can be correct here, right? Fine. So let us go to next question, and this question is from quantitative. Okay, so we'll solve that question, guys. Don't worry. This one. Okay, it takes little time, but we will be able to solve. Okay, but my suggestion would be in the during the exam you can skip also, because that is quite lengthy one. I mean, you have to make all the cases, but this question is simple, right? You can see the pattern here. You are starting from here, then you are reaching here, then this, and again, okay, you are just inverting them. Okay, so you have inverted, right? And then here again you are repeating the same pattern, right? Now let us talk this question. This is a quantitative question, quantitative based, okay, aptitude. You see, study the following table carefully and answer the question given below. What was the percent approximate increase in the production of D type toy from 1983 to 85? So those people who have attended my class on percentage, so they will be able to find the answer very quickly, right? So you can find the percentage increase of D, you can say. So percentage D is this, okay, and they have told you corresponding numbers are like 105 here, and 85 they have given here 125. So what is the increase here, guys? First of all, need to find increase. Overall increase what is given, you can see. So 125 minus 105, that is nothing but you can say that 125 minus 105 upon the initial value, that is 105 into 100%, right? So if you're going to solve this, guys, so it will become what? It is nothing but 20 upon 105 into 100%, right? So you can solve this. So I believe uh, 20 by 105 you have to solve. So I'm just going to write here 20 by 105 into 100%. Okay, so if you're going to solve this, so you can go for 5 4 ja, 5 2 ja, and 5 1 ja, right? Okay, now this is nothing but 400 by 21, right? So you can go for this now, right? So it is definitely close to 20, guys. So but it is less than 20 only, right? You can say. Okay, so if you divide 421, so it goes by 1, right? You can say, and then it cannot go by 2 times. Okay, so the answer for this question is what? Option C will be correct for this. So this question was quite easy, and percentage based question. Just take a value, okay, because they are asking percentage approximate increase in production of D, right? uh, of type toy from 1983 to so this is a question from DI, you can say, kind of data interpretation. So this is very important question, right? Okay, let us go through this question. What is the maximum area of the rectangle with perimeter 620 mm, right? 620 mm. So what is the maximum area of the rectangle with perimeter 620 mm, right? So what is the perimeter of any, you can say, rectangle? So you take, this is A and this is B, right? So the perimeter of any rectangle is going to be 2 times of A plus B, which is nothing but 620 mm, right? So what is A plus B, guys? A plus B has to be what? A plus B is going to be 120 by 2, which is nothing but 310 mm, right? So your A plus B is 310 mm, right? But you have to take the maximum area, means the value of A and B has to be assumed maximum, right? Okay, so you can take some values here. So what are those values that you can take here? See, this is 310, right? So it means you can take more than 150, because 150 plus 150, okay, is going to give you, you can say that it is going to give you how much? It is going to give you around 300, right? 150 into 150, and if you take 155, so how much it is? So you can say that this is nothing but 5 in 5 plus 5, okay, and then okay, so I think this is clear, right? So you can take, just understand, but you have to choose something, okay, so that you can get 310, right? Yes. What can be the value here? So certainly it should be larger than 150, okay. So if you take 150 155 here, and then if you take you can say that you know 155 only, so it is nothing but 0, it is nothing but 1, and this 310, right? So you can take 150 and 150 here, right? 150 and 150 if you take, Okay, so the maximum area of the rectangle, right? The maximum area of the rectangle can be what? So here A is nothing but what? Here A is nothing but 150, and B has to be, see, maximum area if you're going to consider means you have to take what? You have to take rectangle as the square, right? Okay, understand? But here you have to take less value of 1, okay? Because, yes, because square can be, yes, rectangle can be the square, but square cannot be the rectangle. That I hope everybody knows the concept, yes? So this rectangle can be considered the square also, okay? That is very important to keep in mind. So if you take 150 into 150, because the area is going to be 150 into 150, so okay, so you can directly multiply this. So what is the multiplication here, guys? It will be 25 and 15 into 16 you can do, right? So 15 into 16 means it will be 240. So it will be, the answer will be 240, right? So which option is going to be correct? Option A. So what is the concept that we have to use here, guys? The, see, square, okay, remember the rectangle can be I mean the square can be what? You should know that, okay, what is the difference between the square and the rectangle, right? Okay, that is very very important, right? So the answer for this question according to me has to be A, option A, right? Fine. Yes. Next is okay, we have to find this, find out the wrong number in the series 7857, 228, and 1156 and 6996. Okay, so you have to find which okay, which number is wrong number in the series. Okay. So please try this question so that we can get here. Yes, yes, guys. So find out the number, wrong number in the series 7, 8, 10. Okay, so if you take these two numbers and if you start solving this, okay, like if you take the gap of this, right? So 7 minus this is 1. Okay, if you take this, if you subtract it 10, 1, then if you are going to subtract, it is going to be 10, right? And 57 minus, so directly you can take, right, like this is 1, 18 minus 8, which is 10, right? 57 minus 18. Okay, so you can subtract, it is going to be 9, and this is 2. Okay. Hmm. Fine. So next is you take 225 228 minus 57. You see what number you're going to get, right? So this is how we start. Okay, we start checking it. Okay, so according to me the option C will be correct. Okay, if you are going to do like this, so it is nothing but okay, so 228, and this is going to be 57. If you subtract this, so it is nothing but 1, and it is nothing but 7, and 171, right? Yes. Then if you take this, okay, so you can subtract, fine, 1165, right? So still we are not getting any sort of pattern, right? So you can subtract, so it will be nothing but yes, and this is going to be 3, and then it will be 9, yeah, 937. Okay, so next subtraction will be 937, and then if you subtract this and this, right, so you can say 6996 and 1165, right? So it is 1, it is going to be 3, right? It is going to be 8, and this is going to be 5. So 5831, right? 5831. So this is nothing but 5831. Okay, so this is one of the number, I mean last number, it can be wrong, okay, because you see 1 to 10 you are getting 1 to 10, then 39, okay, then 171. Okay, so this is one of the very good question, I mean from the number series that you can find out. You guys can also tell me which option you have chosen for this question. Yes, yes, guys. we have to solve the question slowly so that yeah, because after subtracting we are not getting any kind of you can say any kind of I mean pattern. So this only this is the first check that we can do, right? But we can also go for next check, okay, that is the second one. Okay, if you observe the pattern here, so what we can do here is we can check again, let us take. So this is nothing but 7 8, you can say 1857 228 116 5 and 6996. Okay, because after subtraction you're not getting any sort of pattern, right? So whether this option is correct or not, let us see. Okay, so you see, first of all, what you can do here is you can multiply here 7 into 1 plus 1, so you will get 8. I believe this is fine. Okay, and if you take 8 into 2, okay, plus 2, if you do, right, multiply and add. Okay, multiply and add, right? Okay, so what is this? 8 to the 16 plus 2, that is nothing but 18, right? So this pattern I think is being followed, right? This pattern is being followed. Okay, you can see here, uh, 7 into 1 plus 1, if you do, okay, with the first term you can multiply 1 and add 1, so you're going to get 8. 8 into 2 plus 2, that is going to be 16 plus 2, which is going to be 18, right? And then what you can do here is if you take 18 into 3 plus 3, right? So this will be 57, right? And then because 18 threes are 54 plus 3 57, you are getting next number. And then if you take 57 into 4, if you do, right, because the same pattern you have to obtain. So this is the basic idea that you have. Next number is this. Okay, now if you take 228 plus into 5, okay, plus 5, right, so you should get next number as what? Next number is 165, right? And if you take 165 into 6 plus 6, right, so you should get 669 6996. Okay, so you are getting the same next number also, right? Okay, so the pattern is multiplying by the position in the series and then adding the position, you can see, right? Okay, so I believe this is fine for all, है ना? So in this case, if you see here, 54 plus, you know, uh, 57 into 4 plus 4. Okay, what is this, guys? Can we check this number? I think we have done little wrong. Here we can check what is this. ठीक है, अगर आप इसको मल्टीप्लाई करते हो, what is that? Let me check. 57 into 4 plus 4, right? So 7 into 4 is nothing but what? It is going to be 28. Okay, and then it will be, yeah. So this is one of the number which is not giving you, because you have to add also 4, so it is giving here 232, right? But after multiplying this only you are getting this, so this number is wrong, you can say this number is wrong. I believe this is fine. Okay, so this is a important series that was asked in mechanical engineering ISRO paper. Okay, so you have to start with the number 7, multiply with 1. Okay, and then because many people, like in my case also, when I was, like when we look at the question we feel that okay, this answer can be correct. Okay, but we have to identify the series, because in the classroom we have discussed initially you have to subtract, okay, each numbers and you see any pattern, but this is not okay, right? Nothing is coming out, right? So again this question can be little lengthy, but you have to find the pattern, right? So this 332, okay, it means this number is wrong here. Okay, because it is not following the pattern. Okay, so the answer for this question is option D, right? 228. Fine. So for 88, answer is gonna be 228. Okay. Fine. So let us see this question again. Direction is given here. The graph given below represent variation in the earning. So till now, whatever question has been asked, only one question we got to see, that was little lengthy. That was kind of we have to make a case. Okay, puzzle question. This question is again simple only. Let us see the graph given below represent the variation in the earning in rupee over a week. Study the graph and answer the question given below, right? For 1 mark. So you can see this horizontal axis is given earning per day, and this is given as what you see. These are the earnings. Okay. So what question they have asked? The difference in the earning was large between. So it's a very simple question. You have to just see the difference. You can see here, guys. On Sunday, if you take a look, this is 100, and this is nothing but 500. So you can say that Sunday to Monday it is 400. If you see the difference, because 500 minus 100 is 400. Now if you take a look closer, right, in this case it will be small only. Okay, in this case also it is going to be small only, so we don't have to check for a smaller, right? We have to check the difference should be large. And if we take a look, guys, this is nothing but kind of 650, right? And this is going to be kind of 250, right? Okay, if you take a look closer, right, let me go, and yes, yeah, this is nothing but larger than 2, yeah, 250. Okay, so 650 minus 250. So I think there is something. Okay, let me check original paper also, because this diagram is like 1 minute. Okay, this value has to be around 300. Yes. Okay, so according to the picture, I think this should be 300, guys. Otherwise, both two options will be matching, right? Because 400 already we have got in the option one. Okay, so let me. Okay. You see, this is nothing but 300. Okay, yeah, this is 300 only. Yes, by observation we can see this is 300, right? So you can say that this is 300. What is the difference here? 650 minus 300. So okay, so these options are not correct. Okay, but they will not give you maximum. This can be given. This can give us, right, 650 minus 300, which is nothing but what? Which is nothing but minus 300, which is nothing but you can say 350. Okay, but option A will be correct, because this is the difference in earning was large. Okay, so in option A, if you take a look closer look, okay, because this is very simple question, only by observation you have to solve. So from Sunday to Monday, if you see increase, right, so that is nothing but 100 to 500, so there is a 400 increase. Okay, and this will give you kind of you can say very less. Okay, here you see the difference, 650 and 300, right? So that was the question. So which option is correct here? The larger variation is nothing but 400. Okay, fine. See, earning can never be negative, guys. Okay, so don't think that there is a negative. Okay, this is positive. Okay, because there is a 400 difference, so that's why we are going for option A. So for 89 there will be option A correct. Okay, chalo. uh let us read this question, guys. This question is based on passage again. Okay, so which of the following best completes the passage below? In a survey of job applicants, 2/5 admitted to being at least a little dishonest. Okay, however, the survey may underestimate the proportion of the job applicant who are dishonest. Okay, because let us read the question option here. Some dishonest people taking the survey might have claimed on the survey to be dishonest. Some generally honest people taking the survey might have claimed on the survey to be dishonest. Okay, and some people who claimed on the survey to be at least a little dishonest may be very dishonest. Okay, and some people who claimed on survey to be dishonest may have been answering honestly. So this question depends upon you, guys. Okay, there is no any other concept. You read the question and you understand the situation, and you have to find the answer, right? Okay, so you see, in the survey of job applicants, 2/5 admitted to being at least a little dishonest. 2/5 of the job applicants, right, they are little dishonest, you can say. Yeah. However, the survey may underestimate the proportion of the job applicant who are dishonest, right? So they are saying that survey may underestimate the proportion of a job applicants. Matlab they can underestimate or kind of they might go for reduction and all who are dishonest people, right? Because some dishonest people taking the survey might have claimed on the survey to be honest. So which option you guys have chosen? That you have to tell me, right? And yes. So please tell me the answer. Which option can be correct here, guys? Okay, I will tell my option. Okay, but you guys tell me which option can be correct. Yes. So what passage is discussing, that you have to also understand, right? Okay. So the passage discusses a survey of a job applicants, okay, where 2/5 admitted to being at least little honest. I mean, little, you can say dishonest. Okay. Uh, understand? And the blank is what they are asking is for a statement that suggests the survey might underestimate the proportion of, okay, because there is a may is written here, so it survey might underestimate the proportion of a job applicants who are dishonest. Okay, so let us see the options here, guys. So some dishonest, you can say, people taking the survey, some dishonest people taking the survey, okay, uh, might have claimed on the survey to be dishonest, to be honest. Okay, so this option does not explain why the survey might underestimate the proportion of a dishonest. Okay, so this is wrong. Okay, because they are talking about dishonest people are going to take the survey. That is different thing. Okay, so option B is what, guys? Some generally honest people taking the survey might have claimed on the survey to be dishonest. मतलब people who are going to take the survey and they are honest people and they can say, yeah, it is going to be dishonest. Okay, people are dishonest here, right? So some generally honest people. So this option suggests what? Generally honest people might have falsely claimed to be dishonest, right? Okay, so which could lead to, you can say that, an underestimation of the proportion of dishonest applicants. Okay, and C, D option you can read here, guys. So generally you can see here, this option can be correct according to us, right? Because some people who claimed on survey to be at least little, this is all wrong, right? Option B can be correct choice here, right? So according to me, option B will be correct for this 90 question. This question was one of the very good question in ISRO exam, and this year mathematics, proportion was less only. You can see. Yes, guys. So which option replaces the question mark? So I think you don't need Dheeraj sir here to solve this question, right? Because this question again demands, look the question, okay? Paint is given, so there is a brush given, right? Okay. If paint is given, so you need a brush, okay, so that you can polish or whatever you want to do, right? And if there is a thread given, you can see, so what you have to use, right? So using thread, this is nothing but what you can see here. So option 4 can be, I mean, option D will be correct here, guys. Okay, this is okay, because in this case also you see you have got a brush, but there is a paint also here. So if you're going to choose this, then you might go wrong. So this option is correct, right? So option D can be the right choice for this question, right? Don't go for Frank here, right? Okay, understand, because using this directly you can't construct a Frank, right? That is not being indicated. So आई होप दिस मेक सेंस गाइज. ठीक है, चलो ये क्वेश्चन करते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 92. Which one will replace the question mark? So in the ISRO, it is not necessary that you have to solve all the question, right? The questions which are quite lengthy, you can skip, but these questions are not lengthy, right? So which one will replace the question mark here? So you see, they have given some sort of a pattern, okay? And tell me the which option you guys have gone through. Hmm. Uh, hmm. So here 0, 4 and 6, 2, right? 6, 2 is given. And 6, 6, 2 here, and then it is given as 8, 10. Then they have given here 4 and 12, and this is 10 and 12, right? So which option can be correct here? If you see here, if you go from 10 to 24, so what is the change here? You can say 20, right? Not 20, basically. It is nothing but 14. It is nothing but 14, right? So if you're going to next, if you're going to see that if you add 14, so you should get 38 here, right? 38. Okay, if you think like that, understand? Okay. So I think this is clear, guys. Understood. So this is very important to understand. Uh, so according to me, the option 38, option C can be correct here. Okay. You guys can tell me also which option is going to be correct for this question, right? Because if you see 10, if you're moving from 10 to 24, right? So, and we have to also check any pattern for this. Okay. So again, this is purely based on you. Okay. The presence of mind, there is nothing like any rule. You have to identify the pattern. Okay. So if you try to see here, guys, if you take 6, 10, 6 plus 4, it is giving you 10, right? And yes. Okay. And that is fine. So 6, 10, it is giving into 1 if you do, right? So it is giving you 10. 12 plus 2, 10 plus 2, 12 into 2 if you're doing, so it will become 24, right? And yes, so if you add this, right, so we can add here, but it is not correct, I think. 26 into 3. Okay. So it is not going to be correct because it is not okay, right? Because it is going beyond. Okay. So which option can be correct? So if you see the pattern here, what I observed was, the pattern that I'm going to follow is, if you go from 10 to 24, right? Okay, 10 to 24, you can say, right? So it is going to be, the difference is nothing but, you can say, 14. And if you're going next, so if you add here 14 only, so it will give you, 38. Right? So 38 can be the correct answer for this question, right? Hmm. And this question was very good question. Okay, you can see here, question number 93. So which option replaces the question mark? Okay, yes. Which option replaces the question mark, guys? So no, 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 Dhansri. Nothing is going to happen. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, so yes. So which option replaces the question mark here, guys? It was asked for 2 mark. Okay, so you see the pattern again. This is the picture here given, and okay, this is given here. And if you pass it through this, and if you're passing through this, okay, so you are getting this, right? There was one line, and one line more came into existence, right? So this was actual figure, but now you are getting this kind of figure. If you're going to pass it through this, okay, so you are going to get figure like this. Okay, this was horizontal line, but there is a vertical line, and there is a diagonal. Okay, you're going to connect one line into the diagonal, right? uh, Fine. Okay, so you see, if you are going to pass it through cross, right, so this is going to happen. Okay, so there is a, this, there is a dark one, so it is going to remove, okay, this, right? So you see, you're going to get this kind of a picture. Now if you take this picture as initial picture, right, okay, and if you pass through this, if you're going to pass it through this, right, directly, and then you have to pass it through cross. So which option is going to be correct? Which option is going to be correct? Okay, so according to the pattern, okay, according to the pattern, uh, option B is going to be correct. You see, according to pattern, because this is given here, right? And we are not passing through this. Okay, if you're going to pass through this, so you there will not be any dark. Okay, okay, but you see here, guys, you're not passing through this circle. Okay, kind of filled circle, black circle. Okay, so the best option can be option B, right? Okay, I hope this makes sense to all, right? So this is the correct option for this question. Okay, so option B will be correct for this. And this question again was non-verbal reasoning. Which option replaces the question mark? So if you take a look here, guys, this figure, okay, so this figure is nothing but triangle, okay, and the vertical lines are given, okay, and if you see this figure, so it has got inverted, and these vertical line are now this. Okay, so it was like this, now it became like this, and this figure has got filled with black, right? But these lines are just like vertical only, right? So in this case also, this will be also treated like this, and there is a black spot, right? And this can be also same, right? So which option is going to be correct? You see, this is wrong. Okay, this is also wrong, right? And this is going to be wrong. Option B will be correct. I mean, option B, right? So if you see this question, it does not need any sort of explanation, guys. You have to just observe the question and answer it. ठीक है? चलो इस क्वेश्चन को करते हैं. Which option is gonna be correct? Yes, everyone. Question number 95, and this is the last question of the day, right? Because see, out of 15 question, what I realized was only one question was lengthy, but other question can be done, right? Other question can be done very simply. So verbal, non-verbal is very simple. So which option replaces the question mark? Okay. So can we solve this question? And tell me which option you guys and have gone okay for. Yes. So if you take a look to this question, so there is a field square. Okay, there is a field square, and there is a empty circle, right? So makes first item half size. Okay, so now this has become a small one, right? Half size. Okay, now this is the first case, right? Now here you see this is nothing but okay, so here making the first item half size, then shades first item. Okay, so first item we are going to shade it. Hmm? So first item, this was shaded here, you see, understand? Now rotate second item, you can say that 90-degree clockwise. Okay, rotate. Okay, so second item 90-degree clockwise. Okay, second item is this option. Okay, this is the moon kind of thing. You have to rotate it 90-degree anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise, this is the anti-clockwise, right? So this becomes this kind of a picture, right? And when you are going to rotate second item 90 clockwise, so this sort of a direction should be there. I mean, you have to pass it through a circle with a cross, right? So if this kind of operation is there, means there will be a 90-degree anti-clockwise. Okay, and shift all items one position right. Okay, one position right. Okay, so this is very important. So see, this second item has got third place. Okay, and this guy has, okay, so this circle has gone to first. So simple, it is a very simple question. uh, Now what you can do here is these are the three items you have got, right? First is square, field square, and there is a circle, and there is a moon kind of thing. First of all, you have to pass it through this, right? So this belongs to you have to shade first item, right? Okay, you have to shade first item. So shading first item is what? If you're going to shade the first item, already it is shaded, right? Right, so nothing is going to happen, right? Same it will be. Now you have to pass it through this. What is this, guys? This. Okay. So make first item half. You have to make first item half. Okay. Okay, wait, yeah. So see, it was empty, so we are going to shade it, okay, shades first item, and this is nothing but the field one. So we can think about like this. The first item will become like this, okay, and then second item, and this is okay. Now you are passing through this means makes first item half size. The first item half size means what? This guy has to be a smaller one, right? And they will be same only, right? So option, you can say B can be the correct choice here, right? Yes, guys. What's your option for this question? I believe option B can be the right choice. Option B. Okay. And in option B, there should be this kind of a situation, right? It should be field one, right? Because they are asking you to shade also, no? So this is the case because in the option there was this figure was shaded. Okay, in actual paper if you see. So option B can be correct answer, right? So what? How can you solve any non-verbal question? You have to understand the pattern. They have written some instruction as well. So if you're passing through this kind of a figure, so what they have written makes first item half size. ये जो बड़ा सा item था, उसको आपको छोटा कर देना है, right? You have to make it small. Okay. Second में क्या आता है? You see shades first item. So first item was not shaded. You shaded up. But if this item is shaded, and so if you are going to shade it, it looks same, right? So that mistake you don't have to do. So option B will be the correct answer for this question, right? Fine, guys. So this is what I wanted to talk today. Understood. So all the question I believe were correct. Okay, so you guys can match whatever you have done and send us I mean how much marks you're scoring from this part, okay? And after the final answer key we will again come back and because once the ISRO is going to release the original key, okay, we're going to match all these things, right? So please uh, um, I hope you guys have done all the question properly, right? Because 95 question was there, only one question you can see was not that good, right? I mean, it was quite lengthy, right? That question I can show you, and I can tell you the answer also. I mean, just okay. Then we'll wind up the session. Yeah. This question, guys. So you guys can also write your answer in the chat box. What is the answer for this question? 8 friends PQRST, okay? Because this is kind of quite, you can say, it takes time, little time to answer the question, right? Because it is quite lengthy question, but yeah, that's why I did not answer it well, okay? And also in the exam, during the exam also we can leave such question which consumes a lot of time, okay? So tell me which option can be correct here. Yes, for this question. So that, yeah. Okay. Fine. So there are many of like by is not sitting besides P or S, okay, uh, and T is third to right of R, okay, and Q is not sitting beside V. There is only one person, okay. You can say that between P and V, right? So which option can be correct for you? I mean, if you take a look to this question. Hmm. Because they are asking just how many people are there, okay, for you can say that, understand. So there are many cases, guys. You have to make many cases, okay? So you guys can comment on the chat box which answer you have done, right? Okay, and rest question we have done already. Yes. So we will meet again, guys, once the official answer key will be out. Okay. So hope you might have understood all the questions, and you can now calculate the marks, right? So and what will be my suggestion now for next? You can say upcoming gate examination will be there, right? So you don't have to focus that much on, I mean, this kind of question like non-verbal and all. They are asking very simple questions are in gate, right? But these questions are quite easy question, you can see, right? So we will meet in the next session, okay? And all the best for ISRO result, right? And we will meet after ISRO result, okay? We'll match the answer key, okay? Thank you so much.